Five news stories for you. Firstly, was Tigray President Mikhail a few hours ago released a message. The message is about unity, but at the same time, he is asking his people to be ready for everything. What does he mean to be ready for everything? Secondly, Tigrayans and Ukrainians have protested together in Canada. We have some pictures for you. Thirdly, Baldiras party of Eskinder Nega has announced to approach international community against Addis Ababa government, Ethiopian government. Lastly, two video clips for you. PM Abiy is guiding us how to cook food without oil, as there is a shortage of cooking oil in Ethiopia. Prices have gone up. While Tigray is guiding us how to eat leaves. Two videos for you. Firstly, viewers, Mikhail, Tigray's president, a few hours ago released a message. The message has two main points. Firstly, he is calling for national unity, regional unity. He says Tigrayans must be united. It's the time which needs unity. Secondly, he says that people should be alert and ready for everything. What does he mean? This call for unity has come at a time when Tigray's opposition parties are complaining that they have been sidelined. We have seen statements from Tigray Independence Party and Salse Betona. We have seen some statements from them. They say that they are not a part of the process of negotiations, talks regarding future of Tigray. They are not being kept on board. So they are not, I think two parties called for establishment of an interim government as well a few months ago. But then we saw some TDF journals who appeared in a press briefing and they supported TPLF government of Tigray. So you see that opposition is complaining that it is being sidelined, it's not on board, it's not part of decision making process. But TPLF-led government is calling for unity. How can this unity be achieved if opposition is not being taken on board regarding key decisions regarding ongoing developments? Secondly, he is calling upon the people to be ready, that everything, they should be ready for everything. What does he mean? Is Tigray going to launch a new military offensive? Is Tigray in talks with Ethiopian government and some key decisions are expected, and before that Tigray is preparing the groundwork? It seems that something big is coming. The way he says that people should be ready for everything, it means that he is alerting the people that if there is no breakthrough in talks, people should be ready for another phase of war, we can say. Obviously, Tigray will have to do something if negotiations, indirect talks don't work, then Tigray will make decisions, and perhaps that is why the decision could be about independence too. It could be secession, about secession, or about new military offensive into Amhara, Afar, or towards Eritrea. Something big is coming, it seems, yours. Secondly, we have seen a joint protest by Tigrayans and Ukrainians. Both Tigrayans and Ukrainians are going through a very bad time. People are suffering in both these places. Tigray is under a siege for more than a year. It has been under a siege. Ukrainians are fleeing the country and they are not being allowed to leave the country. Civilian evacuations are in jeopardy because Russia-Ukraine could not agree on setting up of humanitarian corridors, and civilians, millions are still trapped in big cities like Kharkiv, Sumy, Mariupol and Kiev, Ukraine capital. The protest was carried out by Tigrayans and Ukrainians in Ottawa, Canada. You can see some pictures on your screen. Ukrainians showing solidarity with Tigrayans and Tigrayans showing solidarity with Ukrainians. Both people are suffering, no doubt about that. Thirdly, Eskinder Nega's party Baldiras has threatened to approach international community. The party is approaching international community against Addis Ababa government and Ethiopian federal government. The party says that it is under crackdown. Its members have been arrested. They have been illegally detained. They were just celebrating Adwa, just celebrating Karamara, but they were arrested and they are not being released. We do know that dozens of Eskinder Nega party workers have been arrested within the past 4 days. They were taken to a court yesterday and the court remanded them in police custody. Now, Eskinder Nega is going to meet Western diplomats to apprise them of the crackdown on the party by government forces. He has met with Western diplomats a few days ago as well when he visited Amhara, a person displaced from Valaga. He visited them in Debre Birhan. After that, he visited some embassies and there he met with some diplomats and he shared material with them about alleged massacre of Amharas in Valaga at the hands of Oromo Liberation Army. He spoke against Oromia regional government as well in his meeting with Western diplomats. Now, it seems that he will approach Western embassies against Addis Ababa government and Ethiopian federal government. Eskinder Nega is continuing his political activities, which are becoming a pain in the side for Addis Ababa government, Ethiopian federal government. We could see some actions against Eskinder Nega himself, I think. Lastly was 2 video clips for you. First one shows Ethiopian PM Abiy guiding us how to cook food without oil because there is shortage of cooking oil in Ethiopia. Prices have gone up. Now he has come up with a miraculous recipe to cook food without oil. You need just water, salt, beans and leaves and food is ready for you. And secondly, Tigray TV is guiding people how to eat leaves because aid is not entering Tigray. People are relying on eating vegetables, raw vegetables and leaves and herbs. Watch 2 video clips. First one shows PM Abiy. Second one is the one which has been shown by Tigray TV. Thank you for watching.
ትንሽ የጨው ጠብ አድርገንበት ሌሎች ደግሞ ነገሮች ጨምረንበት ባቄላ ምናምን ቆንጆ ስታርተር ሊሆን ይችላል። አንዳንዶች እንደ ሜን ኮርስ ይበሉታል። በቀላሉ ለምግብ መዋል የሚችል ነገር ነው። እኛ በምግብ ራሳችን አልቻልንም እንላለን። ግን ደግሞ ዘይቱን በጣም በርካታ ሽንኩርት እና ቅቤ ጨማምረን የመገብ ስርዓታችን በጤናችን ብቻ ሳይሆን ዋጋውን ከፍ አድርጎታል። ይሄን 1 ኪሎ ገዝቶ ሰው 3-4 ሰው ራት ሊበላ ይችላል። ለጤናውም ጥሩ ነው። ውሃ ብቻ ይበቃዋል። ቢበዛ ጨው ይጨምራል። ሌሎች ጋር ተቀላቅሎም ደግሞ በጣም የሚያምር ነው። አቮካዶ ጋር ምናምን ሲጨመር በጣም ጥሩ ምግብ ይሆናል። ከዚህ አንፃር ለሀገር ውስጥም መለመድ
ዘንበሩሉ ኩለ መዳይ ዕጽዋ ዘጋጥሞ ዘሎ ዓጸቦ መበቆላዊ ጸጋታቱን ዝኾኑ ኣብ ቀረብኡ ዝርከቡ ምግብታት ጉቦ ቆላሕታ ብዘይ መሃቡ ዘይተደልየ ዋጋ ይኸፍል ምህላው ዝፍለጥ ኮይኑ نزن مفواس دما وسن منقسقاس تجمير اللهم مبقلاو ጸጋታት ትግራይ አምድሓን ህይወት ህዝብ ትግራይ ኩዕሉ ብንጥፈት ይንቀሳቀሳ ካብ ዘለዋ ከራቢት ገድሊ ሳይንስ ቴክኖሎጂን ምህዞን ክርቢት ውሕስና ምግቢ ሓንቲ ኮይና ምስ ዘሎን ክባን ዕጿን ናብ መላእ ትግራይ ምንቅስቃስ ስለዘይ ተኻለ بميديا ناب حزب تግራይ ምብጻሕ አድላይ ኮይኑ ከም ዝተረኸበ መተሓበሪ እታ ክርቢት